Josh Norman, Mookie Hawkins, Waffle Sports 1080. How you doing?
I'm good. How's everything?
Everything is good, man. It was good to finally see you out there in action, man. So tell us, how good was it for you to finally get out there on the gridiron today?
Hey, look, man, I had a rough start. I think it was rough, I think God, he was allowing me to really just take a moment to understand and see what's all going on. I knew I couldn't, physically get out there, but I was with the guys mentally. And I think that really what carried me through this game. I was a little rusty at first. I didn't, think I would be, but I definitely was. And just get my feet back, under me and settling in, and just being but don't break mentality kind of thing, and waiting for my opportunity to come, and it came, and it felt good to be back out there with my teammates. I think those guys are some special guys.
Now, we always talk about, our fundamentals will carry us through, but ball instincts as well is an important factor. So take us to your instincts to punch that ball loose at that moment of time to really, shift momentum.
The guys really invited me to the party. It was one of those things. They was having a pizza party, and I was like, well, shoot, I'm knocking on the door. Y'all not gonna let me in? So I had to kick it down. But no, it was fun. I think that, going through that play earlier, Waller, I came over on him and I tried to give him the first time, and he just shrugged me off, like a big 6'6" guy would do if you don't wrap up. And I was actually going for the ball then, but his momentum pushed him forward, and I just slipped off of him. And I was just shaking my head like, ugh, kind of pissed off about it. Those plays don't happen. At least I get a tackle. But then I bought my time, and, I was able to see him in the flats again. And somebody was there to tackle him. And I know he always liked to get extra yardage. So when I came in, I just went for it with my left hand and just struck it, and it popped. And I didn't, I thought somebody was going to get it around me, but nobody was there. So I just crawled to it and tried to cuff it, and then noticed nobody still was getting me. So I just got up, and then they finally got me. But I heard Big Ed come over there like, get up, Gino, get up. And so, that kind of ended the play. But I don't know, Coach was actually, saying, somebody make a play. And I was like, I'll make a play. I had my old TO mindset in that thing. But those guys, they all, hungry, and they ready to go out there and make something happen. And I'm glad we did that thing as a collective unit.
As long as you keep bringing the pizza to the party, everybody's going to party. So great win out there, Josh.
I appreciate it.
Yes, sir.
Hey, Josh, Heather Prusak here from the CBS station. Congrats on the win. Good to see you out there. Just mentally, how tough was that for you mentally, coming to a new team, and then you get hurt and you can't play for the first 3 games? Just kind of describe mental hurdles you had to go through.
Well, that was just, like I said earlier, the mentality of it just never, got out the game, but just the physical part of it, and my body, I wasn't able to do that, and I was just praying about it, and, asking God, like, when this opportunity comes, just, here, we're going to make the best of it. And I was thanking him for the opportunity just to be out there, because injuries like that, you kind of go through what guys go through and kind of, feel their pain in a sense when you on IR. I just was really working myself hard twice a day just to get back to these guys. And, I was able to do that this week. I got called up, so we was able to get out there and get our feet wet a bit. And then finally was able to make something happen for our ball team club. And that's literally what I always wanted to do when I first got here anyway. Destiny is all I want. And we still got some more games to go. And right now we got a nice little cushion, so we just got to keep going forward with it and seeing what we can do. But I'm super glad, to be back out here with these guys. I don't think it's a better ball group than this team that I'm on right now.
Thanks, Josh.
Thank you.
Hey, Josh, Marcel with ESPN. Couple questions. First of all, how influential has Charles Tillman been on your career? Because I think we saw that peanut punch come from.
Look, Peanut, me and him, we played together at Racket 15. It's Steve Wilkes. I'll take it from there. Steve Wilkes always, was preaching it. punch out, punch out, punch out. And it never really registered with me until Peanut came to the ball club. And he was, this all-world guy at punch outs. And my competitive drive is, I'm going to beat that guy out at this. His very own technique. I'm going to steal it. I'm going to take it and put it in my arsenal, put it in my bag. If I can't get you in the air, I'm going to get you on the ground. So the mentality was always when somebody was, running the ball or running it to me, I would go for it and I would strike at it. Because I saw him do it and it was just like, okay. So, shoot, this how we going to do it. Put a little flair to it. And so I just always kept it with me in my arsenal. Even when I was in Washington, I just, it comes out. If I can't get it in the air, I'm going to get it on the ground. One of the two, you're not going to be able to avoid me. So I think that just the ball mindset of making a play wherever it is just enhanced me. And, just a guy like that pushing in and being, motivated to actually do something in that arena, in that area. So, he's a dog for sure.
And to follow up, we heard from Micah and Poyer early that they knew what you bring to this defense. They knew the energy that you bring to this defense. I don't know if you've been allowed on the sidelines during games while you're on IR, but have you noticed kind of a lack of energy over these past two performances from this defense? And has that changed at all after today?
But I was up in the box pissed off that I couldn't be down there actually watching it. So I was on there tweeting about it. Upset, but I was actually get activated and to be down there with them and kind of see how it is. And it is very strange. It is really weird, to be on the ground where there's nobody, just you and the other opponent. And you become even more locked in, and you got to bring an extra juice pack with you because you ain't getting it from that 12 man, which is the crowd. And that's the thing where, you really have to be locked in more so than you have before. And I think when it comes to that, we had momentum in this game to where I can't speak on the other ones because I wasn't there, but now this one I can see how, that can shift. But when a play happens, I think that juice goes around and it affects everybody. It's a contact. And when that contact happens, it feeds off to the next person because we got to bring our own juice because we're not going to get it from nobody else at this point in time. When it happens, it'll be great. But right now, we just got to create our own. And I think we're doing a good job at that. Towards the end, in that second half, we was able to do something. We was able to make a play, and then another play, 3 and out, and the 3 and out start to come. Those turnover on down starts to come. So it's just, when a player get out there and make a play, you just got to carry that juice on to the next one. It was rough for us at first, not having a 3 and out, and that being but don't break mentality. But when we got going after that turn, I think it just really, shocked something to the rest of the guys. So that's always going to be a good thing.
All right, man. I appreciate you. Welcome back.
I appreciate it, man.
Hey, Josh. John Worrell with the Associated Press. Congratulations. As your season was coming to a close last year and you didn't know what your future was, and then knowing that, there was an opening here and the Bills wanted you, and knowing you were getting a fresh start, how relieving, how exciting is this to be your fresh start, knowing where you've come from 8 months ago?
Well, everybody was counting me out and everybody thought that, we lost or something. I don't know where that came from. But, other than looking at the situation at hand, a lot of things wasn't, our fault, but, we took it on the chin. We really did, and we accepted it. And we didn't look, back and try to, point fingers at this and that. It's, it's the game. We accepted the challenge, and that's what happens when you accept the challenge such as that. But then when, I got released from that situation, glory be to God, I was able to go and look at my options. And look, I don't think it was no other way but to come and vamp with Bean and Dermot and those guys, man, because, I got sat down with Bean and we rapped about everything and how it was going and how it was going to be. And Dermot and the guys, and, I just felt like this was a great spot and a great opportunity outside all the other ones that, that probably would have came up and looked at that. But I already know what this is. I know what this looked like. I know the mindset of this team, and that's what I'm on. Same thing. And so to bring that here and them to already have it, it just was a perfect match. And really, I'm just glad to be a part of this match and seeing what can happen because, destiny is all I care for. And that's continue to go on with what we're doing right now. We're 4-0, and you can't have a better feeling than this and where I ended up. So go Bills when it comes down to it because I'm very fortunate and I'm a happy guy.
Some people, you might say you never left, but some people say you're back, which is.
I'm back from what? Well, hey, man, the dark night always somewhere rises in the end. But no, I think that, I got a how would I say this? A newfound appreciation for, the game in itself. It really is. I think the guys, I think, we're loving up on each other way more than what we have before. And it's just a great feeling when you have a mesh group of guys that's on the same page, on the same mindset. It's just all love, man. But yeah, I never went nowhere. It's just, a renewed, found, aspiration for the game and guys who I'm playing with. That's fresh. It's always going to be a beautiful thing.
Yeah. Good for you, Josh. Thank you very much.
Yeah, appreciate that.
Yeah, Josh, George Redney, Challenger Community News. How you doing?
I'm good, man. How are you?
Pretty good. My
Good.
question for you, besides Tillman's assistance and motivation, does your martial arts skills also help you with punching? Because you seem to have an excellent knack at knowing just when to punch the ball. And
well, I did do jiu-jitsu with Master Gracie down in LA. Heron Gracie. Those guys I do a good bit of good stuff on the off season, but at the same time, it's just a knack. It's a mindset. I think that, like I said earlier, if I can't get it out the air, I'm going to get it on the ground. Just know at the end of the day, I'm going to get it some way, somehow. And I think that's just the mindset I go in with. Ballers, they just, sometimes their technique is lacking. Sometimes they're in the wrong position, but at the end of the day, they're going to find a way to get the job done. And I think that was a common thread of what happened today. A little rusty starting off, then got our feet settled, and we was out there searching, and finally it came to us. We didn't go after it. And I think that was one of the things that, helped me to get past everything else that happened.
were the Raiders what you thought they were, what you saw on film? Were they similar to what you saw on film? Offensively?
They did a couple of things that was different, and it's kind of cool to see that. They was playing off of what we gave them, and they was, got to give credit to it. What credit is due? They was doing a good job at it. It really was. They was taking what was given to them. They didn't force anything, and when their time came, they just made the play, and we just had to sit in and do the things that we was taught to do by the coaches, and just not try to hold on to that spot in that position we're in. We just got a fire offense. Our offense is top in the league, you ask me. And we get the ball back and try to, when it's their turn, we know that we're going to get some points. And when we get out there, we just got to hold it down until we get back to where we was on that defensive side. And we getting there slowly but surely. But you got to tip your hats off to the other side, man. They're doing their job. They're carrying us. We just got to come to the party when it's our turn.
Beautiful. Thank you very much. Take care.
Oh, yeah.